Hello, hello, hello. I'm Alucard Night Raven. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to my next Legacy Evolution review. And today we're looking at Leader Class Prime Universe Skyquake. And we already know, since we got Skyquake, that we will be getting a repaint of his brother, Dreadwing. And I think, so that this is a combination of technically both the Prime Universe Skyquake. Gosh, I don't know why I keep trying to put a W between the K and the Y. Skyquake and the G1 Skyquake, which the chest is more modeled after and part of the vehicle mode. So it's a really good combination of the two, and I like that. So, but I think that G1 was also repainted into a Starscream for Machine Wars. So we may see a Machine Wars Starscream repaint down the line. And it may not be under Legacy Evolution. It could be under Buzzworthy Bumblebee. It could be if they decide to do more of the Velocitron 500, which I don't think they are. I think they're done with that. We haven't heard any more on that. But we know we're going to get his brother Dreadwing. That's a simple one. That's easy. And I'm sure we'll probably see a different weapon, considering they had different weapons. That's probably the only change that we'll see. And then Machine Wars Starscream would be another good one. I think it was like black and silver colors for the most part. But I do remember that was repainted in Machine Wars. I don't remember the G1 Skyquake. I never really saw it too much, but I remember the Machine Wars Starscream. So yeah, so that'll be pretty cool. So they know they can get a lot of mileage out of this figure, kind of like how they gotten a lot of mileage out of Cup, Studio Series Cup, because we got the original Studio Series, we got the Studio Series Buzzworthy Bumblebee, which gave him more cartoon colors, or more of a cartoon paint job, which I absolutely love, and I do have both. And then we got the repaint / remold of Orion Pax, and then we've got Dion coming in the 2-pack for the PulseCon event, which I'm looking forward to that, because I'm looking forward to getting Ariel and Dion 2-pack. And with their announcement of more coming from the War Dawn episode, I have a feeling we're going to see, well, since we got Menasor and the Stunticons, I have a feeling we're going to see the Aerial Bots and Superion, because they were a big part of War Dawn. So just feels like that was a good little clue they left in the most recent Transformers reveal that we had from them. Looking forward to the Nemesis. Looking forward to those Armada universe, the Prime Optimus and the Optimus Prime and the Megatron, and everything. I mean, it all just looks good. This, to me personally, Legacy as well as the War for Cybertron trilogy is just knocking it out of the park with these updates of characters that we know and love. We've got so much updates on G1 to a point that now we're getting updates on other figures that appeal to some of us who maybe weren't introduced until Prime or Animated or Cybertron universe or Armada universe. Maybe you weren't, the movie series. I'm glad it has its own thing still, so people could get the Studio Series for that. I think the Legacy should kind of stay away from the movie series, because movie series is getting Studio Series figures and their own line, their own stuff already. This should be our older stuff that we hadn't seen updates on in a long time. But getting on to Skyquake here, I got off on a little tangent. I apologize about that. But here we go with this packaging. And of course, Leader Class packaging, so completely enclosed. Great image of him in robot mode here and vehicle mode up there. See him wielding his sword. Prime Universe Skyquake, Legacy Evolution, Leader Class in different languages, Hasbro, Transformers, Generations, Takara Tomy. On this side, we've got front of his jet, up close of his head, which does look like a sort of perfect blend of Prime Skyquake and G1 Skyquake, because I have looked at pictures of G1 Skyquake, and it's more flattened like this, but it's got that feel of Prime Universe, so it works in my personal opinion. On this side, here is our typical artwork. Looks really good as usual. Like I said, I would love a full picture of this. I would love on all of them. The War for Cybertron trilogy, Legacy, and now a Legacy Evolution. Like, it just would love to have stuff like that just hanging on my wall. Well, on the top, Legacy Evolution, QR code if you would like to scan that. On the bottom, our barcode with many different words and things. And on the back, we have our product shots. Evo Fusion, yay! I don't know, it's whatever. But there's his Gatling, and with the sword combined with it, and then here he is holding both. Jet mode, robot mode, and because the G1 toy did it with, I think it was with Needle Nose, or maybe, I think it was with another figure. Maybe it was with Needle Nose, but he could combine Untab. And Machine War Starscream, like when they repainted it into Starscream, they had the Jet that could do that repainted into another character. Our warning, small parts, don't eat anything here, please, thank you. And there we go for our box. Now find a place to set the box. And we'll come down and take a look at Skyquake. And he looks good. Now, there is an issue that I have that a lot of people have had that will show off when we get into transformation. There is apparently a fix that is on the TFW 2005 boards. I'm nervous about trying it. I would like to try it. I'm curious to see if maybe one of the companies that does upgrade kits might have something that'll do that as well. We'll see, but I'm sure DNA Design is coming up with something. We'll see if Go Better Studios comes up with something, But otherwise, here is his Jet in that green and red with some silver there. Got some gunmetal gray for all three of these thrusters. Looks really good. He's got his landing gear down. And yeah, and we can even open up the cockpit, and it's got molded seats in there. So very cool. Now, he also has his weapon, and here you can see I've already got him combined. Get him out. There we go. But I found, like, how it works best is, see, it's got this divot, and you want to get in there and just... I noticed a couple of other reviewers had an issue with theirs going in all the way. I did not, so I don't know if it was just an issue with their copy or maybe if it was something with, I don't know. But I got mine to fit perfectly well in there. And it does combine on jet, or go on jet mode. And cool thing is, this has this like sort of little divot in there for this to fit. But plug it in right here. Push it in all the way, and there it is underneath. And it does kind of raise the front landing gear up off the ground. You can kind of see that. So yeah, it's cool. I mean, like, if you maybe had it hanging, looking, kind of, let's put all this up. So if you kind of had it, let me raise you up so you can see. So kind of had it hanging, kind of in a way where it was like up off the ceiling. If you do a display like that, if I had room, I would do a display like that, but I do not have the room. So there's the vehicle storage for him. Bring down the landing gear. And, I don't normally do comparisons. It's very seldom that I do, because I like to just focus on the figure itself. I know some people would like it if I did comparisons. I do apologize about that. But here's a comparison simply because he's going to become part of it. But there we have Needle Nose. And yeah, now combine them. You can see there are these 4 slots on what is essentially Needle Nose's chest. Well, on top there are these two big tabs. So fold the wings down and see if I can do this on camera. So you want to kind of get in there, get it pushed on. There we go. And there we have them combined. So that's pretty cool. I don't remember the reason for it, but you could also you could plug these on where they normally were, or you could plug them into these holes here, and that sort of, yeah, so you got that. So you could really have them armed up with some extra boost, but take off Needle Nose, set him off to the side. And that is pretty much going to be it for vehicle mode. So let's get into robot mode. So fold in landing gear, and we'll start with the legs. So what I want to do is untab them from the wings. So untab these wings. See, there's a tab right here that tabs into a slot right there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to sort of swing them around, rotate it out, then rotate there. And what we want to do now is want to untab this rear wing from this slot right here with this tab, and we're going to rotate it up and swing it around, and there's a tab here that tabs in right there. Get it in there, and then open up the foot, and there we have one leg done. Now for the other leg, so again, sort of bring it out a little bit, rotate it like this, rotate it, that section, bring it down, untab this, bring it around, rotate it up, tab it in, bring out the foot, and there's the legs all done. So now what we're going to do is going to raise it up a bit more, untab these, sort of just bring them up and out of the way, and then we can, let's see, split all of this up, and then sort of want to bring it around, then we'll just leave it down like that, and that'll just have this out of the way, which can be somewhat a pain. You're sort of flexing a little bit, and flexing is not always that fun. Actually, we could put them together, and then we can also rotate this. So there's that, and we'll just leave it like that for now. Whoop! No, don't do that. Don't do that yet. Flex it back around. I forgot something. Forgot the arms. So it'd be easier to go like this. Apologize about that. So yeah, the arms, want to do is just rotate them up, split them, bring them out, and just leave them like that. Now we'll, whoops, apparently pop that off. Let's get that popped back on. Come on. Ouch. Don't bite me, man. Okay, there we go. So now with those, we can bring these around, straighten out the arms again, or the legs, the waist. Just kind of bring these out of the way like this. Now, with that out of the way, can bring the arms down, bring out the fists, and then there's a panel right here that it's going to be open for jet mode. I'm going to close that and tab it into the fist. Nice clicky joints there for that. Oh, don't forget. There we go. Straighten out the arm all the way. So again, same thing. Straighten out the arm all the way. Bring out the hand. Close this up, which I am so glad that they included that. I was surprised that they did not just leave that open like they done on a lot of figures. So very good to see that. Very happy to see that. Now, want to untab this, bring it down. Now you can see part of the problem. This nose cone should go further down. Like it should. So you see, it should almost go down. Like, yeah, So the problem is that the wheel should be going deeper in there, and it is not. And we are not getting the full downward, the full rotation of it like we should get. But what I want to do is rotate all this around. And I guess I should have waited on closing that up. So keep these sort of open in order to bring all this around. Make sure we get these out of the way. And this is going to come down. And it's going to tab in right down in there. And want to get it straightened out, and that'll bring this down. And unfortunately, because of that issue, this is sitting too far back. It should be more forward. So there is unfortunately that. But now again, bring this up, close this all up again. And these are supposed to tab in to the sides here, and it's not a very tight tab, unfortunately. So, and that's part of the issue is with that, because then, yeah, it's not going like it should. And then the final bit is, so when in going to vehicle mode, you want the head forward. In robot mode, slide the head back. And then you just position these however you wish. And that is pretty much it. So like I said, there is a fix for this that will bring all that in closer and get this further in. And then it'll help with these tabbing in. And at some point I am going to attempt that fix. Now I'm having a problem here. Yeah, it's just annoying. You see how those should be tabbed into the sides there. And for the wings, you just kind of do whatever you want with them. What I kind of like to do is sort of something like this. But to each their own. Your toy, however you wish. But there we have Skyquake. Is vehicle mode. And I do hope that when they do the Dreadwing repaint, they fix that. Like, that would definitely work so much better if they fix that. But yeah. Looks good, though. Still, absolutely love it. There we go. And he's going to fall on me. He's going to be a pain and fall on me. Not going to want to cooperate. All right. Come on, there we go. Well, maybe it's just with the wings being too far back. Well, that helped a little. Not quite enough. I don't know, it might be my table, but still, let's take a good look at Skyquake here. So, love the look on that face. There is a bit of light piping. I don't know if my lights are gonna get in there. It's kind of hard to even really tell, but it's so minor. I mean, you can see where it's coming in. The eyes should be nice and bright under my LEDs, but they're not. Decepticon symbol with that window chest. Nice big forearm, the big old shoulder armor there. Big old legs, like just what you would picture for Dreadwing, honestly. You think about it. Again, you can move things around however you wish. Still not bad at all. Articulation, head is on a ball joint. You get full rotation. You can look up that far, down that far. Arms come up that far. Move that pauldron out of the way. Come down that far, or come back down. Can do full 360. Can come out as well as in, and that's for, they don't really lock in. It would have been nice if they did, but I can kind of understand why, and you'll see why in a minute. We do have bicep. It's a little tight on mine. We have double jointed for an elbow, so almost full rotation there. We do have wrist. Again, so happy for that. Surprised with this. I'm surprised we didn't get opening hands. That would have been pretty neat, but it's all right. We do have waist. He can kick forward that far, kick back that far, and can kick out full Van Damme. Thigh rotation. We got double jointed for the knee, so almost full movement on the knee, so I'm really happy for that. Can move the toe up and down the heel. I know I just saw this do it. Can move it in and out of it, and then we get that much ankle. So not much, not really much, but that's okay. That is quite all right. Now, of course, he can hold his weapons. And he's still going to fall on me. Stay. So we can pull that apart. We can give him his sword. We'll put it... Actually, looks like it goes into one hand. So... if I can get it in there. Come on. There we go. Yeah, it'll only go in one hand. There's actually like, you can see it sort of sticking out. That's only going to fit on this hand. And then we can give him his Gatling. You can hold them both. So there is that. So very nice on that. But what you could also do, and I really like the fact that they did this, just stayed out. So fold this all back up, combine it back together, and then we want to swing this out and sort of swing it around. And this is where the butterfly joints come in, so you kind of want to bring this up a bit, bring this out, and get this all in a decent position to plug together. Come on, man. I've done this. I've done this before. Come on, stay. You stay right in there. And then you come down. There we go. straighten everything out, and voila, we got Skyquake. Holding his Gatling. It looks good. I definitely like it. And, of course, since I've got him here with me, bring in Needle Nose. There, you can see, once I get him standing straight. There we go. There you can see Needle Nose standing with Skyquake. So, pretty cool. Looks good. I like it. Definitely a great update. Like I said, the only issue I have is with that backpack, and I am going to try the fix at some point. Some have apparently cut the wheel off on that front landing gear, and that has helped. Some have just removed it completely. However, someone on the TFW 2005 boards, I guess, has a fix that you do a little filing, and that'll help that fit into the slot that's supposed to be there for it much better. So, yeah. Still, it's not a bad figure. It is a good figure once we get everything working correctly. So, there we go. So there is Prime Universe Skyquake. Great figure. I recommend him, especially if you are a big fan of the Prime show and his character, even though he was really only in like one episode normally and then one episode as a zombie. It's just what I'm going to call it. I know they said they were calling them Terrorcons, but zombie. But, you know, even that look of like the G1 style with a bit of with Prime like combined, it still looks good. I like it. I think it looks great. And like I said, I recommend it. Great figure. Check on doing that fix. If you've got something that you've done that fixed it, let me know in comment. You know, point out possibly to a video you've come across of someone doing it. I would love to see what others have done to fix that backpack so it folds in correctly, fully, like it's supposed to. You can tell that what their intention was, and something apparently didn't fully develop in the mold making stage. So that is going to be it for me, and I apologize this video went a little longer than it normally would for a leader class, but there is Skyquake. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all later.